Hello students, Sairam. Today we'll start with a new chapter, chapter number 5, Lines and Angles. And first, we will recall what we have learnt in 6th standard. We have learnt about line segment, ray, angles, types of angles. So let us see all this. A line is an infinitely long collection of points extending in two opposite directions. An arrow is used to show that it extends infinitely. So you can see here two lines are drawn with arrowhead on both the side. That means it can be extended to infinite in both the direction. And this all are the A and B, this are the name. Here this is the name of the line. A line can be named either using 2 points on the line. So here 2 points are used to name the line. For example, AB, and you have to name like this. You have to draw arrowhead, a line with 2 arrowheads, or simply by a letter, usually lowercase means small letter. For example, line M. So this way you can name line, a line. Now next is a line segment. A line segment has 2 endpoints. Here you can see it has 2 endpoints. It contains this endpoints and all the points of the line between them. You can measure the length of a segment but not of a line, because here these two are the endpoints. So you can measure the length of a line segment, but line cannot be measured because it can be extended to infinite. A segment is named by its 2 endpoints. For example, A, B is a segment, and here you have to draw a line like this. So this is showing that this is a segment AB. Now a ray is a part of a line that has one endpoint and goes on infinitely in only one direction. You can see here it can be extended to infinite only in one direction. You cannot measure the length of a ray. Even ray cannot be measured. This is one endpoint and this way it can go to infinite. A ray is named using its endpoint first and then any other point on the ray. For example, BA, because this is the endpoint. So you have to name from here. B first we will write and then A, BA, and we will draw a line like this with one arrowhead. So this way we are going to represent a ray. Now next, angle. Also we have learnt last year. These all are the objects which we get to see in our day-to-day life, showing various angles. Here you can see an acute angle is formed, and here an obtuse angle is formed. Here a right angle is formed. This is all we have learnt last year. Now how an angle is formed? Angle is formed between two rays with a common endpoint. So here you can see these are the two rays and this is the common endpoint. And this common endpoint is nothing but they are called as vertex. It is called as vertex. And these are the arms of the angle. The common endpoint is called vertex of the angle and the rays are called arms of the angle. They are also called as sides of the angle. How do we name the angle? This also we have learned. Suppose this is the angle named as A, B. Here these are the points and this is C. So how you are going to name? You can call it angle B. This is the vertex point where both the rays are meeting, or angle ABC. Symbol of angle is, this is the sign we use for angle. Now types of angles also we have learned. We have learned about acute angle. Acute angle is less than 90 degree. Right angle is equal to 90 degree. Obtuse angle is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Straight angle is exactly 180 degree. And reflex angle is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. And full angle is exactly 360 degree. So this all thing we are revising what we have learnt in 6th standard. Now this is a triangle. You can see a triangle ABC and these are the angles formed inside the triangle. They are called as interior angles. Here line segment AB, you can see here AB and BC, they intersect at B to form an angle ABC. Now same way you can see this segment BC and AC, they are also intersecting at point C and they are forming this angle ACB. Now same way these two line segments are again intersecting at point A. CA and BA, they are intersecting at point A and they are forming an angle CAB. So this way there are three interior angles inside a triangle. Now these are two intersecting lines. You can see here these are lines PQ and RS. Here lines PQ and RS, they intersect at the point O to form four angles. You can see this is one angle, this is second angle, this is third angle, fourth angle. So the name of the angles are angle POS, and then angle SOQ, and then angle ROQ or QOR also you can name it, and then ROP or angle POR. So this way four angles are formed here. Now today we are going to learn about related angles. So two kind of related angles let us learn today. One is complementary angles and another one is supplementary angles. So what are complementary angles? Two angles whose measures total is equal to 90 degree. Means when you add them you will get total 90 degree. Here you can see these two angles, angle 1 and angle 2, they are complementary. Why they are complementary? Because measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. Here you can see these two angles are adjacent. Why they are adjacent? Because they have a common side. You can see this side is common to both the angles and they have a common vertex. So that's why they are adjacent. Whereas here these two are also complementary but they are non-adjacent. They don't have any common side or any common vertex, but they are also complementary. Why? Because when you add these two angles their summation is 90 degree. Now next is supplementary angles. Two angles whose measure add to 180 degree. So here you can see 140 degree and this one is 40 degree. So these two are adjacent supplementary angles, because when you add these two you will get, when you measure this two angle here 140 degree is given and 40 degree. When you add them you will get 180 degree. They are adjacent. They have a common side and a common vertex. Here they are non-adjacent supplementary angles. Here also if you add them 150 plus 30 you will get 180 degree. But they are non-adjacent supplementary angles. And each angle is supplement of the other angle. Now here we will see, are these angles complementary? These two angles are given and you have to find out, are these angles complementary? So let us add this 35 degree. Here the measure of this angle is given 35 degree and this one is 65 degree. When we add we are getting here 100 degree. So which is not equal to 90 degree. Since sum of both the angles is not 90 degree, so they are not complementary. Now next example, are these angles supplementary? Here one angle is given 68 degree, the other one is 132 degree. So let us add this to 68 plus 132 degree is 200 degree, which is more than 180 degree. So it is not equal to 180 degree. Since sum of both the angles is not 180 degree, so they are not supplementary. Now we will learn how to find out complementary angles. Finding complementary angles. Now the question is, find complementary angle of 45 degree. So given angle is 45 degree. We know that if two angles are complementary, their sum is 90 degree. Just now we have learned, and out of this one angle is given 45 degree. So we have to find out the next angle. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. So 45 degree will write here below angle 1, and angle 2 we have to find out, plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. So angle 2 will be equal to 90 degree. This will bring it to this side. It will become minus 45 degree. So 90 minus 45 is 45 degree. So angle 2 is equal to 45 degree. So complementary of 45 degree is again 45 degree. Now next is finding supplementary angles. Now the question is find supplementary angle of 100 degree. Same way we'll find out given angle is equal to 100 degree, and we know that if two angles are supplementary their sum is 180 degree. So let us find out the next angle. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree, and in place of angle 1 we'll write 100 degree plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Now to find out this angle, angle 2 will write, and this will take it to the other side. So is equal to 180 minus 100. 180 minus 100 is 80 degree. So angle 2 is equal to 80 degree. So supplementary of 100 degree is 80 degree. So this way you can find out the other angle. Now children, this is the question from exercise 5.1. Question number 1. Find the complement of each of the following angles. So here two angles are given. First angle is here, you can see 20 degree, and you have to find out complement of this angle. So complement of 20 degree will be, we can directly also we can subtract like this, 90 degree minus 20 degree. 90 degree minus 20 degree is equal to 70 degree. Same way next question also, complement of 63 degree. So 90 degree minus 63 degree is equal to 27 degree. Now question number 2, find the supplement of each of the following angles. So here measure of the angles are given. One is 105 degree, another one is 87 degree. So we'll find out the supplement of 105 degree. So is equal to 180. As you know, the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree when they are supplementary angles. So 180 minus 105 degree, you will subtract, you will get 75 degree. Same way supplement of 87 degree will be equal to 180 degree minus 87 degree, which is equal to 93 degree. So this way you have to find out the other angle. Now children, this is your homework. Third part was left. So find the complement of each of the following angles. Here one measure is given. 57 degree is given. You have to find out the complement of this angle. And then one more question was left of question number 2. Find the supplement of this angle, 154 degree. So this also you will do it in your maths classwork notebook. And one more question is also there for homework. Identify which of the following pairs of angles are complementary and which are supplementary. So here measure of the angles are given. You have to find out which one is complementary and which one is supplementary. So these all questions are very easy. You can do it very easily in your notebook. Thank you. That's all for today.